Ivana Osagie. I am MDC of Notore Seeds. Notore Seeds is a subsidiary of Notore Chemical Industries, and we produce fertilizer and seeds, which we sell to farmers. We also provide farmers with education on best practice, so that using both the seeds, the fertilizer, and best practice, the farmer is able to significantly increase his agricultural productivity. He can take his yield from 1 metric ton per hectare to anything between 4, 7, 10 metric tons per hectare by using our products. We have a very robust distribution network. We don't sell direct to farmers, we sell to our wholesalers, and we have about 160 wholesalers who are spread across the country. Our wholesalers then sell on to retailers and ultimately onto what we call village promoters. Our village promoters are actually farmers themselves, who we train and we work with them to increase their capacity. So they're able to provide education to farmers and also act as the last mile retailers to reach the farmers. So in that way, we're able to ensure that we have our network spread deep within the hinterland across the country. We actually export some of our products to the international market, so we certainly participate in the export market. We sell a lot of our products locally. As you know, fertilizer is seasonal in Nigeria, so when it's off-season and there's less demand, then we export into international markets. So we do participate in the export market. We typically export to places like, we're much closer to places like the US. So we export there. We also export into Asia sometimes, and we export into other countries in Africa. I think ultimately GM is something that we're going to look at, but like I said, the low-hanging fruit really are improved seeds, which are not genetically modified, but they're produced using special breeding techniques. So I think we need to harvest the low-hanging fruits first before we then start aiming for things like GM. Because if we're not able to maximize our use of improved seeds which are readily available, then really, even if we bring GM, which costs a lot more, the impact in the market will be suboptimal at best. So our focus for now is not on GM, but GM is something that we will look at. It's not legal in Nigeria today, really. So once we will look at that further down the road. We produce inorganic. We produce chemical fertilizers which are inorganic. So we use natural gas to produce ammonia, which we then use to produce urea. And we also sell NPK. So we sell NPK and urea fertilizer, which are chemical fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers give you more precise results because you see, with inorganic fertilizer, it's very difficult for you to determine the composition of your fertilizer. So if I buy an organic fertilizer, typically, I don't know how much urea it contains, I don't know how much potassium, I don't know how much phosphorus it contains, whereas with the products that we put into the market, there's a level of precision that is possible. So that if you test your soil and you know that you're deficient in urea, then I know how much urea I need to produce, which you really don't get with inorganic fertilizers. So with the fantastic work that has been done by the minister in the agricultural space, there's been a lot of interest. So you have a lot of professionals, for instance, some of them are leaving what they are. I know some lawyers who are going to agriculture full-time. When people like this come into agriculture, they want to do things with a bit more precision. They want to do it on a larger scale. So with people like that who are they're more informed, they definitely, some of them want to target the export market, and yes, we do work with people like that. We also work with the smallholder farmers because the bulk of our agricultural produce is produced by smallholder farmers.